Hi there. Oh, I am so excited to be back here with you today with the second season of I Am. I think, everybody has watched the first season and I've received so many things, so many amazing feedback, good feedback. People who said they haven't thought about this before, and how I am had the I am factor in our hearts and in our lives. It's just made such a difference to them to start to realize what it's all about. So I don't want to go back to it. We've rerun the series and now we're back with season 2. So to backtrack, if you need anything, if you haven't watched it before, it's all available on our website, mishkia.com. I am, for those who don't know, Mishkia Toth, and I do this, just out of my heart because I'd like to encourage people. I'd like to bring you to a place of understanding yourself perhaps better, understanding your environment better. I'm using my own life as an example because I've been there, done that, worn the t-shirt. I've gone through a lot of things. I had to face many, many obstacles. And in the series of I Am, it is my heart to just speak to people and just to tell you that it can be done. Whatever we do, it's never the end. Sometimes we all think, I've just had it, just like things are going wrong. And there are times that it's just been so tough that we've got to start to make decisions. And the one thing that we are focusing on in this series is about I Am. And I just need to touch on that today briefly before I tell you what we're going to do in the second season. And that is, remember, I Am is that factor inside of us that all of us have been born with. As a baby, just remember this again, you came into, when we were born, there's just this perfection about that beautiful baby. There's just a sort of wholeness about the baby. There's something inside of them that's not been damaged ever. And I believe that's the purpose and the plan that's been put into everybody's lives. And then this baby starts to grow and it gets into an environment where things are happening and where they're being criticized, and they grow up and environments are different, and people that's been broken before by life, and parents are not always perfect, we're not all. So people say things and teachers say things, and this perfect little being starts to get wounded and things go wrong. And it actually loses, so often we lose that purpose and that plan that has uniquely been given to every single person. I said it before in I Am One, that I do have a firm belief, and I don't waver on that for one moment. People might not agree with me, but that is my firm belief, that I cannot understand why every single person would have a total unique fingerprint, a total unique look, total unique face, total unique personality, total unique eye. I mean, you can even identify somebody by their eyes. I mean, how amazing is that? Why would we look unique? Why would we come out as being unique and don't have a unique purpose? That would just not make sense to me. So it's all too much linked to each other. You see, we can't separate the one part of us, which is our body, from our soul, from what's inside of us, from who we are. You see, that's one, becomes one. So we've lost track of that. We've lost that. That I do believe. We've lost the fact that we know that there's a purpose inside of us. That's so sad to look at all of us. I mean, we've all are there. I've been there where I didn't know anymore. You see, I've become a person that other people wanted me to be like. So I later on started shaping myself according to the eyes around me. What do you want? Okay, that's what you want, that's what you want. So what happens is we sort of start to form our lives around the environment instead of going back to this I am. Does that make sense? So instead of going back and say, but who am I? When I came perfectly into this world, what purpose matches my fingerprint? What purpose is it that is uniquely been given to me? How can I, where am I? What is it that I need to go and fulfill on this earth? Why am I here for 70, 80, 90, 100 years? What is the purpose inside of me? What is that perfection that I've been born with, but that may have been taken from me when I was much younger or sometime in my life? And we looked at factors. So many things can destroy that. People are being abused. People are being stolen from. People are being lied to. We put people into systems. And I'm not anybody that goes against order. I understand and believe that we need to have that more than anything. We've got to understand that it's good. There's safety sometimes in structures. But there can also be destruction in certain structures. And unless we understand that, and unless we come to a place where we face that fact and we think about it and think, but my environment started molding me more than what the inside of me had to mold me. You know what I'm saying? So that I am factor, that beautiful, perfect baby, had to become the master. It's not supposed to become the follower. And often we've changed that. We have said, okay, so because we don't know, ignorance, we say, right, okay, I've grown up in this environment. That's what I've been taught. This is where I've been put in now. And please get me right. Yeah, that I do believe that a lot of people have grown up in amazing environments, so they've got the parents to lead them to that. And parents with the wisdom to understand that this child of mine has a unique purpose and I want to see them bloom. But the reality is that most people do not grow up in that environment any longer. Parents don't have time to sit with their children, and that's sad. To let them understand that I appreciate you and I love you for the beautiful you that you are. Not for what I want you to be, but because you are special. And we've grown up in society where there's, like, we talk about a fatherless generation, where a lot of people don't have a father to look up to. We have people that don't even have mothers to look up to. We've got people that have grown up, they don't even know where they're from. Some people don't even know who their parents are. So what is that doing to us? It makes us feel like I've got no identity. You see that? Because what we do is we start to think about the environment around us is dominant. That is why people are so terribly hurt when they don't grow up in an environment of a loving, full household, mother, father, brothers, sisters, a normal sort of household. And it's a reality that we need to deal with. Now, I'd like to encourage you and say to you that no matter what, doesn't matter whether you've grown up in the good environment like that or not, what was given to you and I from the very beginning, you and I are so special that we all receive that fingerprint that's unique. You've got the unique look, got the unique beauty, and nothing in the environment has really got the power to take it away from us unless we give it away. And I'd like to encourage you through the I Am series to go back and find out who you are, regardless of where you've grown up, regardless of where you are, mistakes you've made. You know, often people don't want to give other people another chance. Maybe you've messed up, you've grown up in an area, I don't know, let's take an example that's been crime infiltrated. That's the only thing you've known. You've seen these things happening and you just started following that because there was absolutely no other guidance. And I'd like to say it's never too late. Never too late to go back to I Am. To go and sit down and say, let me just find out. Why do I have a special fingerprint? Why do I look the way I look? Because I've got a special purpose. And unless we find out what that purpose is, we actually leave the earth without just giving. We need to be able, each and every one of us has got something special to contribute towards this beautiful planet that we live on, towards where we are at, towards our friends, towards our families. We've got something to contribute. And I spend a lot of time during the first I Am series to tell you how important and how easy it actually is to become when we understand who we are, to make the right decisions. Because the moment you understand I'm unique and I've got a purpose, and you know you're in your sweet spot, your decisions align to that. That's what we do. And before we know who we are, we often make the wrong decisions. Very often people are, in positions even when they're very young, and they choose the wrong partners They choose to get married in the wrong place, with the wrong person. And then they are in this absolute place where when there's rejection taking place, they would knock themselves for so many years and waste so many years because it just didn't work. Not understanding that there is just a new beginning. There's a new chance. There is something, there's always a new day. Never, never, ever does any day does the sun come up and it's not shining the same way as it did. Maybe clouds in front of it and different circumstances once again. But every single day we can be 100% sure that there's going to be a sun shining. And that should bring you and I in a place of complete rest and understanding that I've messed up yesterday, but it's okay. I can start again. There is a new beginning. I don't have to knock myself. We can actually just get rid of the baggage. We can actually just say, I made a mistake. I didn't understand. Or maybe I did understand. I still made a mistake. Get over it. Go to the next place. Go back to I am. Going back to making the right decisions. Who am I? Maybe we've gone through things where we are in the right place. Perhaps we've been being in careers where we feel we are terribly unhappy. And once again, it's because that's the environment and that's what I've been exposed to, so I thought I need to do that. But when I go there every day, I'm just so unhappy. And why? There's a reason for that. We have to ask ourselves, what is it that's lying inside of you that's actually calling to come out? There is a purpose in every single person. That baby was born perfectly. There inside of us, which is now not, you can't see it, you see. It's easy for us to see that I look different than the person next to me. That's easy to distinguish, that I do not look the same. But why don't we understand that if you are special enough not to look the same than the person next to you, then it means that you're special enough to where we can't see, and that is into things like purpose. There's also a difference. It's okay, It's okay to be different. It's okay to be that person and to go deep and find out who it is and not to be threatened anymore, not to feel that when I bring out this beauty inside of me that there's something wrong with it, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Sometimes certain things are not acceptable. Some people think, but oh my goodness, why can you do that? Because your environment do not allow for it. And you feel like, I'm so unhappy because I still want to just be this person that's going to bring whatever. I said it before. There might be books inside of you. There might be movies inside of you. There might be something inside of you that is inside that purpose that you'll never find because you keep on looking on the outside. What is other people doing? And yes, of course we get guidance by other people. Of course we pick up skill from other people. That's vital to learn. But we need to be wise and not to learn the wrong things because it can lead us in the wrong direction. So in this series, the second series of I Am, I want to take you to the I Am in relation to others. So first, in the first season, we've looked at I Am and me. How does it influence me and my life and where am I going to? So I'm talking about you. So what is the I Am factor inside of you? And what is it that will make you tick? What is it that makes you make decisions? What is it to make us the people who we are? Now, in I Am second series, I want to put this into perspective with our surroundings. How does knowing who I am is, knowing who I am, how does it influence the people around us? How can we bring out through that I am change into the whole world, change into to our surrounding, change in another person's life? That is what we're going to focus on. What decisions will I now make, not only for myself, but how does this factor that I am a person and that my piece of the puzzle is there? You see, unless we put the pieces of a puzzle together, we can't make a big picture, isn't it? And there's beauty in difference, because if we build a puzzle, how on earth do you build a puzzle that's got the same color everywhere? How on earth do we build a puzzle if there are no lines and no structures and no photos and no pictures? Yeah, it doesn't look the same. That's not a puzzle. That'll be blunt, isn't it? It's like you don't have a puzzle that's just blue. How will you fit the piece in? You won't. It's like, really? What indicators do we use? So it's the same with I am, you know. I am a certain piece in a puzzle. On my own, I don't really have that much impact. What does it make? What difference does it make? What difference do I make? So this one piece, if I put it out on a table and I say, okay, I need to build a puzzle, that one piece is going to lie on the side there. It's going to look like nothing. It might look like completely insignificant. But that one piece, unless it fits into the rest of the puzzle, can't have an effect. But the moment it fits, now we start to see, oh, we're putting all of this together. So now we start to understand, if we put these pieces of I am together, we start to build a beautiful picture. And unless we go deep into ourselves and find out who that I am is, then I don't know what my piece is. I don't know what it looks like. Can you see that? So we've got this broken puzzle. We've got this brokenness. People are trying to copy another person. So now what do you do with two pieces in a puzzle that looks the same? I mean, really, it doesn't even make sense. Do you see that? But we don't see it anymore because we don't look at things objectively. We look at it and we just go on. We just think, okay, well, here I am. I've grown up in this environment. That's what I've been taught. This is now where I am. I'm stuck, you know. That is not a good mentality to have. That's a victim's mentality. When you and I understand that where we are at is the wrong place to be, we have to make a determined decision to find out who we are, where we're supposed to be, and get into that place. Because unless we do that, we mean nothing to the puzzle pieces around us. We'll be floating. We will be floating. And we will just be a copycat of somebody else. So I'm looking forward to spend the next couple of weeks with you again. I'm looking forward to just explore this with you. It's just as much a journey for me in this as it is for you, because as I do this very often, things are actually becoming clearer to me as well. So yes, from myself, Mishka Toth, and I am. Until next week, goodbye.